she's so violent.
I ain't touch you. You just ran over me. You just ran over my foot. You're tired. No, you're not. You're right here. You ran over my foot.
Don't touch me, bro.
You just touched me, you bunch of thugs. You bitch.
White ass.
Get the
Who did?
that guy in the red. Yeah, right behind this guy. You
Losers.
You ran over my foot. You guys keep moving.
Dumbass.
And this guy right
Y'all
now.
gonna be on the news. Y'all gonna make the news.
That's fine.
All right.
Idiots. Yo, stupid. Listen, you stupid. That gun to my head, stupid bitch.
Okay, we got two Karens here. One, the male Karen, he's calling these children the N-word. Some of these children were as young as 11 years of age when this incident happened. Also, I want to remind you, this was a Bikes Up, Guns Down protest. Bikes Up, Guns Down, okay? The incident took place at Miami's Brickell Avenue Bridge on Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. Martin Luther King Jr. Day, in 2019. When a group of teens rode their bicycles to the bridge as part of Bikes Up, Guns Down to protest the lack of affordable housing in the city. Some of the protesters were as young as 11 years old. All right, let's put up a very clear picture of the male Karen here who decided to threaten, have a weapon, and to call these children the N-word. His name is Mark Bartlett. There he is, Mark Bartlett. Okay. Cops eventually cuffed the man on January 21st, 2019, and found his loaded gun in his car. He asked for a trial by jury on January 22nd, 2019, and pleaded not guilty on February 19th, 2019. Bruce H. Lair, Bartlett's lawyer, filed a motion earlier this year for statutory immunity. Are you kidding me? Statutory immunity from criminal prosecution and civil action on justifiable use of force. Bartlett is now currently pushing for a stand your ground defense. Miami, that's where he's at. Ms. Dahl, you're an attorney at law. What are your thoughts here?
Well, he actually is charged with quite a bit. 5 felony counts relating to his weapon, 3 counts of aggravated assault with prejudice. That's his only defense that he could claim, right? And if a judge decides that there's an issue of fact here and this goes to jury, it's very possible that a jury in Florida might agree with him, which is really sad. And another thing here that's interesting is we know the new law that was passed in Florida by the governor, this anti-mob, anti-protesting law, which would have complicated this issue even more because although it probably is a violation of free speech and freedom to assemble, he carrying a firearm would have had even more enhancements. But also those boys on their bikes blocking the street would have been criminally prosecuted. So I think it's also important for us to see, as chaotic and really awful the situation is, this new Florida law is gonna make protests like this so much worse, and it's gonna criminalize peaceful protests in a way that we have never seen in this country.
You make a remarkable point, and we've been covering the insane law, the protest law that was passed in Florida and signed into law on the day of the verdict of Derek Chauvin, the killer of George Floyd. That was a code from DeSantis, the governor of Georgia, the governor of Florida, to let everybody know why he was creating and signing this bill. But you're right. If this would have been the law during that time, the law would have said these children are the criminals, and the man who is the in fact criminal was the victim. That's why leadership matters.